Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode number 62 in the book of Hebrews. We're in the last chapter of Hebrews, chapter 13. We're going to do two verses today, verses 5 and 6. Today's title is Being Possessed is My Most Valuable Possession. So we're going to talk today about money and contentment. Contentment is directly related with possession, but not what we possess. It's who possesses us. You got to love the Bible. Yesterday we talked about sex and the marriage bed, and today we're going to talk about money. And why do we talk about it? Because the scripture talks about it. Here it is. This is verse 5 and 6 of chapter 13. Keep your life free from love of money and be content with what you have. For he has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So we can confidently say, the Lord is my helper. I will not fear. What can man do to me? Those are all quotes from the Old Testament, and he's collecting them there, five things that help us with contentment. So let's start with the first one. Keep your life free from the love of money. So love and affection is for the Lord and for the Lord's people. It has no place in the money category. So money is a tool that is stewarded daily in a way that reflects God's priority. Now, we live in the world of money. We live in it every day. We can consider it and have to deal with it every day. But love of money is elevating this good thing, this tool, money, to an ultimate thing. That is, to an idol. And here's the problem with this idol, is it can interfere with the best that God can have for you. So 1 Timothy 6:10 kind of explains that. It says, for the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. So money's not the evil. The love of money is the evil. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the faith, pierced themselves with many pangs. So they have caused themselves great anxiety and pain and put themselves into great distress because of an inappropriate craving, an inappropriate love. So he says here, keep your life free from the love of money and be content. So there's a relationship between the love of money, doing that wrong, and doing it right by being content. So here he talks about that. Be content with what you have. And contentment is this mental decision that it is sufficient and adequate and that it is enough. It prevents this creeping in of this love and worship and the idolization of money. So contentment, then he ties contentment to relationship. So contentment here rests on contentment there. That is our heavenly affection. So contentment with the person and the promises of God. It is contentment is in my relationship with God. And then he reminds us 5 things about God. And again, from the Old Testament, from Joshua and Psalms. Number 1, I will never leave you. Number 2, I will never forsake you. Number 3, the Lord is my helper. Number 4, I will not fear. Number 5, what can man do to me? Reminds me of the passage in John 14:23. If anyone loves me, my Father will love him, and we will love him and make our home with him. So contentment isn't primarily an assessment of possessions. Contentment is primarily a posture of the heart that treasures being God's possession. So true riches is knowing the one in whom I trust. And then he reminds me of what he is like. He's permanent. I will never leave you. He is present. I will never forsake you. He's active. He helps. He intervenes. He's stronger than mankind. He's the helper with our fears. So contentment is not in what I possess. Contentment is who possesses me. And contentment is who I am possessed by. Contentment isn't a what, it's a who. So conclusions. Maybe mankind, you feel mankind is coming at you. Well, this passage is for you because he talks about what can man do for me based on contentment that is sourced in the Lord. And do you have times of trouble? He says, well, never will I leave you. Never will I forsake you. Or how about if you're having unbearable temptation? He has a promise that I will help you. Or what about scary situations? Wake up today and you get your test results saying you have a cancer. I will not fear. So if you find yourselves amid enemies that thwart you, you can ask, what can man do for me? To me. The reason that money is never enough is because money can never be enough. The reason that money is never enough is because money will never be enough. So don't love money, but love the Almighty. So this passage is about devaluing money in the sense and comparing it to the relationship of valuing the person and the presence of God and his possession of you. So being possessed by God is my most valuable asset. Being possessed by God is my most valuable possession. So he is asking us here to be free from the love of money so that you are free to be loved and possessed by God. So today we are to treasure being God's possession, remembering that contentment here rests on being content with him there. So being possessed is my most valuable asset, and I am to be free from the love of money so that I am free to be loved and possessed by God. Thanks for listening.